A local woman says she's grateful she broke her foot in Mexico.
And that was her honest reaction after getting the kind of health care she received in Mexico and then getting the bill. Here's investigative reporter Angie Racono. Angie.
Well, Brad and Ellen, seriously take a moment and think about what you would personally pay for a broken foot in your family. Mentally crunch the numbers for the doctor, the x-rays, and the treatment. And now listen to what Giselle Korcz from Independence paid.
Are you almost grateful you broke your foot in Mexico?
I am. Yeah, I am grateful.
Yeah.
That way I could afford it.
Meet Giselle Korcz. She recently went to Mexico with her sister. She came back with a terrible souvenir and some insight about health care.
He only charged me $15, and it was only $14 for the x-ray.
Giselle describes health care in Mexico as budget-friendly and efficient.
I didn't have to wait. I just had the x-ray done within about 5 minutes, and then she gave it to me to take to the doctor.
Get ready for the bill. Giselle saw a podiatrist. $14 for the x-ray, $15 for the specialist, $5 for the prescription. The most expensive item, the boot, $74. So her broken foot in Mexico, $108.
I'd rather be in Mexico.
Wow.
Because it was so, everybody was so nurturing.
Giselle can only speculate what she'd pay here at home.
Here, you know, it's just like, oh, we got to give you this test, thousands of dollars. We've got to give you that test, thousands of dollars. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm not sure. There's a lot of bones in the foot.
Giselle imagined a huge bill, and she would have to pay for it. She's a retired teacher with catastrophic insurance. She jokes it pretty much covers nothing and no one.
Looking for insurance has been a nightmare.
Giselle had no choice but to turn to a Mexican doctor for treatment. But heading south is a choice other Americans make because it's so much cheaper. Just head to Google. Mexican doctors are ready to perform plastic surgery and dentistry, medical tourism. Other specialists break down the savings for a heart valve replacement. If you don't have the $50,000 to $100,000 in the United States, these specialists offer it for a fraction, as low as $17,000.
That was for the x-ray.
Giselle has 3 more weeks in her boot. She shared her story, frustrated with American health care, and says she's experienced something very different.
The quality was very good. I liked it.
Okay, here's a look at the pros and cons. Mexico is cheaper, which of course means it's going to make some of those options more accessible. And some of the doctors in Mexico are actually U.S. trained. Now take a look at the cons. You are out of country. That's not convenient at all. And Mexico's health system ranks a bit lower than the United States. If you have problems, it's going to be more difficult to solve them. But we do want to point out that 4.7 million Americans, and this includes their companions, are heading south for care. It is now a $3 billion industry. Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.
Yeah, fascinating. Angie, thank you. And so many of you have reached out to tell us about the red tape that you've run into when it comes to your health insurance. If you have a story that you want to tell, email us at investigations@kctv5.com or call the number on your screen. In Missouri, it's 816-576-7555. In Kansas, that number is 913-576-7555.